Hello, I'm Georgia Workers' Compensation and Personal Injury Attorney Jack Clay, and today I'd like to discuss an important topic with you, and that topic is pre-existing injuries. Pre-existing injuries can be deadly to your case, whether it involves an automobile accident, a construction fall, or an accident in a factory. I want to talk to you about how we address these problems and some tips if you're an attorney out there looking for help in handling these issues, or you're a person who's been injured and you'd like to know how these pre-existing issues may affect your case. In my opinion, perhaps the most difficult issue to deal with as an attorney involves pre-existing injuries to a client. The real trouble comes in these cases when you're trying to establish a link between the injury and the aggravation when somebody has a past of serious injuries to the same body parts. My first tip is simple and straightforward, yet it's often ignored by attorneys and injured folks, and it's this. It is critical that you candidly explain your pre-existing injuries to your lawyer and when you're in court, because it will ensure that you remain credible by talking about the bad parts of your case in a forthright and honest manner. The times that I've seen this advice ignored are the times that cases have been lost in the past. Second, I tell attorneys and injured folks that we need to gather lay witnesses, and these are witnesses that are not experts but that are friends and family members, to discuss how somebody was doing as far as their activity and how they were feeling prior to the injury if they have pre-existing injuries. My third point is perhaps the most important point that I'd like to make. You should obtain all of your medical records and bills from before the incident so you have a clear idea of what your medical situation was according to the medical records. This can be the best defense to an insurance company who's now blaming your pre-existing injuries for the problems you're having now after a wreck. Fourth and finally, use your common sense, and I tell lawyers and clients all the time, never check your common sense at the door in a legal case because it can be deadly. And here's what I mean. I learned long ago to use pictures to illustrate that somebody may not have a serious pre-existing injury, especially if it involves an automobile accident. You can actually compare the photographs from an older accident to the more serious recent accident to show that they were more likely injured in the more recent accident that you're talking about instead of something that happened 5 or 10 years ago. Finally, I want to thank you for joining us, and I hope that these tips have helped you, whether you're an injured person or you're an attorney looking to refer a significant case and the issue of pre-existing injuries has reared its ugly head. This issue can be dealt with by using some of the strategies that I've discussed and other strategies that we've learned throughout the years and effectively used in our cases. But again, not knowing what you're doing can be deadly, and you need to be careful in the area of pre-existing injuries because many a case have been lost by not dealing with them effectively. Thank you.